Hi friends, this is Pooja from Parapsychology and Investigations Research Society, and I'm back busting some more myths and giving you some more paranormal facts. And this time it's pertaining to this image. Fact number 1. Yes, we have abilities that can sense spirits around us, and these are known as the psychic senses, also known as the sixth sense, or famous as the ESP, that is extrasensory perception. But our senses have to be like really strong and enhanced to actually detect spirits around us. In fact, we all are born psychics. It's just that it's in varying degrees. Some enhance them by regular practice, some ignore it, and some are not aware of it. But we all have it. So let me just give you a little details about the 4 basic psychic abilities. The first one being clairvoyance, also famous as clear seeing. Now this is the ability in which the person can actually see things that a normal eye cannot, which also includes premonitions and precognition, in which the person can actually see the future. Then the next one is clairaudience, also famous as clear hearing. Now this is the ability in which the person can actually catch frequencies that a normal ear cannot, and that's why they can hear things that a normal person can't. Then the next one is clairsentience, that is clear feeling. Now this is the ability which allows a person to sense or feel things that a normal person cannot. In fact, these psychics, they are empaths of extreme high intensity, because they can actually feel the emotions of others as their own, and which includes the feelings of the living as well as the dead. They may even touch things and get the entire history of the thing that they are touching, and this is known as psychometry. Then there is this next ability known as the claircognizance, also famous as clear knowing. Now this is the ability in which the person just knows things. In fact, I would like to use the word download. These psychics, they get the claircognizance, they get direct downloads from the universal energy. Well, this is a huge and a very interesting topic in itself. So I think I'll make another video which will cover this a little more in detail, and I'll also include some basic metaphysical concepts, because this forms actually the domain of the psychic abilities. Let's move on to fact number 2. Well, as mentioned in this image about shivering or jitters or chills if there is a spirit around. Well, I had touched on this topic in one of my previous videos, where I mentioned that if a spirit is trying to manifest, or if it is trying to make its presence felt, then they try to draw energy from its surroundings, and that is what causes the temperature to drop down by a few degrees. And this is based on the principle of heat exchange. But before we actually look into something paranormal, there are these other factors that also need to be looked at, like the environmental and the natural and the medical factors. Because the shivers, this sudden shiver, could be because of a breeze that is coming and maybe you're not aware of the source. It could be because of some panic attack. And there are in fact many medical reasons that could just cause shivers, like sudden drop in blood sugar, then anemia, fluid loss, things like influenza, if a person is about to have fever, urinary tract infection, and if the thyroid is not functioning too well. So there are a lot of medical factors also that cause this. So it is really important to first rule out if there are any natural, medical or environmental factors before we look into the paranormal aspect. So let's move on to fact number 3. This is about the feeling of being watched. In fact, we have had a lot of people who have shared their experience where they have felt that they are being watched when they are actually alone. This could be connected to psychic abilities, but again, there is this one thing that I would really like to stress on and mention it again, that please rule out the non-paranormal factors before you actually look into the paranormal. This feeling of being watched, it could be because of some kind of an anxiety disorder, or it could be just paranoia. Also, we are aware of this extremely complex and mysterious nature of our mind and of our brain, which has a tendency to detect threat at conscious and at subconscious levels. So all these experiences, they may be paranormal, they may not be paranormal. So it is really important to actually know the difference. So that's all for now. And if you have found this information useful, do not forget to like and subscribe, because we will be back with more such information and some amazing stuff. Until then, bye-bye.